San Francisco, day 5. I don't even know if I'd call this San Francisco because we are in Mill Valley. Beautiful day here. We're gonna go grab some breakfast in the hotel and then head to Muir Woods. All right, decent little spread here. Starting out with a veggie frittata and some sausage and bacon. The eggs are nice and fluffy, very cheesy, good veggie flavor with potatoes. Bacon's decent, a little on the dry side, but I think that's just because it's been sitting out for a while. Still pretty good. Really nice seating area on the top deck of the hotel. Not sure what this body of water is called actually, but it's very beautiful. Apparently you can go kayaking through it. Looks like a really nice kayaking trip to me. We have arrived to Muir Woods National Park. This is a part of the trip that I've been most excited for. Just FYI, you do need to make a reservation ahead of time to visit Muir Woods. It was super easy to do from the official website. $9.50 for the parking spot, $15 per person for the entry fee. And if you roll up a little late past your reservation window, all good. We arrived about 10 minutes past our reservation window. They let us in, no problem. Just know that the lots do get full, so you may end up just having to park a little further away from the actual park entrance. 3D topographical map of the park. All right, here we go. So we're only about 2 steps into the park and I am just immediately hit with the delicious smell of fresh vegetation. This guide shows a tree stump of a redwood and gives us a breakdown of how old it is. In the middle, 909 AD, tree is born. On the outer end, we can see 1908, Muir Woods National Monument established. And in between, we can see in 1492, Columbus sails to America. This tree trunk has seen a lot. It looks like they've got us walking on this wooden trail the whole time, which is pretty cool. It means that you don't need to prepare too far ahead with appropriate footwear and all this stuff. But I guess we'll see how it changes and if it changes at all as we get further into the trail. These trees are just absolutely beautiful though, so tall.
Feels so fresh.
Yeah, it's nice and cool out here.
Bye.
Got a little crayfish in the water here. Wonder what he's going for. Got a male deer just chilling here. All right, entering a new part of the area. Found this plant with tons of little ladybugs on it. Okay, actually kind of a weird amount of ladybugs. All of these like big bunches, these are all just big groups of ladybugs. I like ladybugs, but for some reason it feels kind of creepy to see them like this. Nice and peaceful on this part of the trail. We're a little off the beaten path, at least away from the main tourist area.
Cute little butterfly. Ryan, how's it going?
Oh, amazing.
What's amazing about it?
I would say Muir Woods, 10 out of 10 experience, especially because it's so close to San Francisco. You can probably get here in like 30 minutes as long as traffic isn't too bad. I can't believe that something like this is so close to such an urban area. Taking the trail back to the parking lot. Got to make sure you don't go off the edge of this bad boy. We were on that trail down there as we came into the park. Jess made a good point that the return trail is almost cooler than the trail going in because you're really up in the trees in this area, and it just gives you more appreciation of how massive these things are. Got another deer sighting here. Found one of these slugs by the trail. I'd say this little guy is about 4 inches in length.
Oh, he's moving.
Reminds me of like a pickle or something. Okay, so just discovered that those ladybugs are called convergent lady beetles. Also found out that that slug is a banana slug. Successful trip to Muir Valley, highly recommended. We're walking back to our car and we're gonna head up to Point Reyes. But first, we're gonna stop at Point Reyes Station, which is like the town nearby, for some lunch and a coffee. Not sure exactly where we are, but on our way to Point Reyes, we've been driving through this beautiful foresty area. It looks like there are redwoods on either side of the road. Can't really tell. I should know, given I was just surrounded by them, but appreciating the beauty of these trees nonetheless. So this area is called Nicasio Valley, I believe, and on our left here is the Nicasio Reservoir. And we have arrived in the town of Point Reyes Station. Just ordered some tacos from Point Reyes Mexican Grill food truck. This cute little bird is chilling on the hay bale. Just got the quesabirria tacos. Let's see how they stack up against yesterday's tacos. That's a high bar to reach. And I got the street tacos with al pastor, carne asada, and birria, which is a word I cannot pronounce. Street tacos were solid, very meaty, pretty flavorful, very good, but nothing to write home about completely. Jessica's quesabirria, good, but just did not match up to the ones we had yesterday. Came to the Bear Valley Visitor Center at the Point Reyes National Seashore to see if we can get some good information about where to go next. All right, the lady at the visitor center was super nice and helpful. She gave us some spots that she recommends that we visit. So we are actually going to go to the Point Reyes Lighthouse first. Unfortunately, the visitor center will be closed when we get there, but we'll be able to get a view of it either way. And then we're gonna go see if we can check out some elephant seals. Horse. So we are arriving to Point Reyes. Got a nice, beautiful view of the Pacific Ocean already.
Seems dangerous though.
Probably. And we have arrived at the parking lot at the Point Reyes Lighthouse. Just look at this view from the parking lot. Incredible. And as you can see, the shoreline stretches for what looks like a good mile or two. We're gonna take a little walk out to that point over there. Absolutely stunning view.
We get another Bambi. We out here.
Now we are on our way to the lighthouse, and there is where we were just a few minutes ago. Got a couple deer hanging out up here. Oh, there they go. Here we are on the path to the lighthouse. We're a little after hours, so we would have been able to drive on this had we arrived a little earlier, but it is still open for pedestrians, so we'll be able to check out the lighthouse regardless. Got a male down there. Look at those antlers. Sick. Very interesting trees. It looks like the branches are only growing out toward the sea. No branches on this side. I don't know if they cut them to let cars go through. Getting around to the other side here. Look how high up we are. So the lighthouse path is closed. You'd have to take these stairs all the way down to it, but what an amazing view. There's even a sign that says caution. It says caution. The 313 stairs are wicked hard. Someone from Massachusetts must have written this. Here's a better view of the lighthouse. Really cool. Wish we could have made our way down there. Amazing views of the ocean. It's extremely windy in this area. I've tightened my hat almost as tight as it'll go around my head so it doesn't blow off. Jess is holding on to her hat for dear life over there. So we met a park ranger, and they actually live in these small little apartments here. Imagine having a room with this view, damn. Shout out to Park Ranger Joe if you ever come to the lighthouse at Point Reyes. Just came to this spot. Apparently you can see some sea lions here. We're gonna go down and check it out. Interesting, you can definitely hear them down there. I cannot see them though. Using Jess's camera, we zoomed way in down there and we're able to see them kind of, but you definitely need binoculars. So we just came to this area where apparently you can see elephant seals. The area is literally called Elephant Seal Overlook. Let's see if we can spot some. Beautiful trail and absolutely stunning views, as has been our experience in Point Reyes the entire time. All right, I am zoomed all the way in 9x on my iPhone. Wish I had binoculars, but if you look at these sort of hot dog shaped things by that green bush on the left, those are the elephant seals. And zoomed out to 1x, this is basically what we're looking at here. Very beautiful scenery, so even if I didn't see any seals, I would not be complaining.
So Ryan, any last words to Point Reyes?
Point Reyes, I think, has been the highlight of the trip. I mean, just look at this view out the window. How can you beat that? This place is absolutely stunning. What an experience. I would say that this is a must-do if you're ever in the San Francisco area. All right, got back to the hotel a little while ago. I just got out of the shower, hence my kind of crazy hair. It was about a 90-minute drive from Point Reyes back to the Aqua Hotel here in Mill Valley. We stopped at In-N-Out Burger on the way back. There's one like right up the road from the hotel. I did not film it because I was so hungry and I destroyed it the second I got it into my hands. This is gonna conclude the San Francisco, California trip. Overall, a big success. Got to see a lot of cool stuff, got to do a lot of cool stuff. Very happy to have celebrated my cousin Emilio's wedding with his new wife, Remy. Congrats to them. But I want to give the biggest shout out of all to my wife, Jessica, for being the best travel companion. Back to NYC tomorrow, back to real life. But I'm very grateful that I got to take this trip. Thank you so much for watching.